So tell us, the U.S., we're already addicted to streaming. We're addicted to our Roku. We're watching. For the viewers at home, UK is kind of newish to it comparatively. So what do we need to know about that market and how it differs and where the opportunities are?
It's a good question. The term streaming may be newer over here, but actually as a concept, it's been going on for a good while and is stronger than ever. So in the UK, more than 50% of all households are now subscribing to at least one subscription video on demand service. And what we saw earlier this year with the COVID pandemic has only accelerated that. We're in a golden age for consumers. They have more content choices than they've ever had beforehand, and they are using them at scale. Cord cutting per se isn't really a trend as it is in the US. We have differences in the way that public service broadcasting works and the availability of content and the way that that's distributed. But the growth in streaming since Roku have arrived and the explosion of ad-supported content available outside of traditional broadcasters is being consumed in spades by UK consumers now. So for those unfamiliar with the Roku channel is Roku's own channel of content licensed from other content providers. It's not original content to ourselves. It's not new to consumers in the US or Canada, where it's been in market for a number of years now, but it launched in the UK at the start of April. And if people cast their mind back, that wasn't necessarily the optimal time that you would choose to launch a TV channel from an ad perspective, as the demand, essentially the advertiser money in the market fell out, with big sectors like travel and retail really impacted by government actions around lockdowns and stay-in-place orders. But the flip side of that is actually it was incredible from a consumer perspective. We were way ahead of our anticipated streaming hours for UK consumers adopting that channel, not just across our own devices, but across the way we work with Now TV, one of the Sky properties, and also Sky Q Box, which is one of the major set-top box penetrations in the UK. And what we saw from that was that the consumer appetite, it really validated our understanding that consumer appetite for streaming was huge. And the engagement with that content was enormous. And it's given us a really good understanding of just the AVOD, the advertising supported video on demand opportunity is very much alive and well in this country. And Roku will look at future opportunities to expand that type of offering internationally, so that when a consumer buys a Roku device or invests in a Roku TV, puts it on their wall, they know whatever country they're in, they'll be able to then turn it on and get access to great free content.
So for the folks watching at home or wherever they may be, if there's one or two or three things that they need to be thinking about, what insights can they action on? What can they be inspired by? What should they be? What kind of guidance can you give them specifically?
Think streamer first. There is a chunk of the audience who are now just not being exposed to ads in linear TV, and you've got to be able to have a new plan to go and find them. So embed a streamer first thought within the planning that you either do yourself or with your agency. Secondly, think about the data assets that you have as an organization and how you understand your consumers, and think about how you can bring them to bear, not just within the walled gardens, but actually to this incredibly effective world of television as well, because that will make it even more effective. And lastly, to one of the thing that's very well known across all media, whether it's connected TV, print, etc., don't forget creativity. Creativity drives such value within this ecosystem, and incredibly creative campaigns done in the right media environment will be the best performers that you could possibly get. So have a really good think about the expertise within your organization and agency for how you can use the new creative options provided by connected TV to maximize the value of ads for your company.